When Mason Kane was just a little boy, he would get abused by his drunken father for no apparent reason. Mason hated his father so much. He only had love for his mother, who had died from lung cancer a year back. One day, Mason went to get water out of his fridge, and his father smacked the water out of his hand and started beating on him. Mason was still 12 at the time. After his father left Mason with a bloody nose, when his father went back to his room, Mason grabbed his backpack, filled it with water, snacks, put on his boots, and warm fur coat. Mason decided enough was enough. Mason fled away from home. After running miles and miles away from home, Mason got a bit tired and passed out in the bush. When Mason was asleep, something woke him out of his sleep. He heard a thud hit the grass floor. Whatever landed in the grass was very close to Mason. The sound was pretty bizarre. It sounded like a beating heart mixed with some sort of goo. Mason edged closer and closer to the sound. Mason was met with some sort of gray and red substance. It looked like a heart with a bunch of goo on top. Where this had come from was a complete mystery, and it caught Mason by surprise. Curiosity got the better of Mason. Mason will then reach his hand out closer and closer to touch the substance. As soon as Mason had touched it, the substance shot out on Mason and went inside his mouth. The pain was unimaginable, worse than his father's beatings. Eventually, everything went silent and dark. Mason felt something controlling his body, then eventually, his mind. Mason began to walk miles back to home. He saw his father sleeping on the couch.
"This is your chance.
Something said to him.
Do it."
He whispered. Mason grabbed one of his father's beer bottles and broke it on his father's head. Mason, with the broken bottle in hand, then stabbed his father numerous times in the head. His father was dead. Mason then called the police and told them, I killed my father." When police arrived, there was a lake of blood on the living room floor. Mason was charged with first-degree murder and was headed straight to the Minnesota asylum. This will be Mason's new life, his new home. Mason didn't like the asylum, but felt it satisfying that he was free from the beatings. Years had passed. Being in the asylum only drove Mason more insane. So insane that guards had to put Mason in a straitjacket. He told the guards that the voices in his head made him a murderer and had no intention of killing his father, even after what he did. Guards, however, didn't believe him. This would make Mason angrier and angrier, till eventually the parasite had returned. Guards were shaken out of their boots as they saw the parasite that had a figure of very large spider legs burst out of Mason's shoulders. The parasite then pierced the guards through the face, instantly killing them. Mason will then go in a frenzy, killing every guard and inmate in the asylum. Eventually, the silence had returned. It soothed him. Mason realized that the asylum started getting extremely foggy. Mason heard the sound of a functioning generator. This broke Mason's meditation as he heard the voice in his head say,
"Kill them all."
Killer name, the Parasite. Killer map, Dolberg Asylum. Killer weapon, Parasite Spiked Aura. Killer radius, 32 meters. Killer speed, 4.6 ms. Killer height, tall. Unique traits, the Parasite is always in a straitjacket. The Parasite doesn't walk on his own feet. The Parasite inside of him walks for him. Killer power, latch. Press and hold the power button to activate the latch. The parasite can launch a spike survivor from up to 25 meters, even through collision. If the spike latches onto a survivor, the survivor will be pulled toward the parasite and must struggle to resist. If a survivor breaks free from the spike, their aura is revealed for 4 seconds. Latch Tier 2. If the spike latches onto a survivor, the parasite can disable latch. Instantly disabling latch grants the parasite a token up to 8 tokens each time the parasite disables latch. Each token grants the ability for the parasite to latch onto surfaces, obstacles, or objects and pull himself closer to it at a very fast rate. Perks. Intentional threat. For every survivor you hook, increase your braking and rolling interaction speed by 5, 7, and 9%. Pain leak. Whenever you injure a survivor with a basic attack, any survivor in your terriers will scream, revealing their position for 4, 5, and 6 seconds. Scorch hook. Discombobulate. When hooking a survivor on a scorch hook, any generator farthest from you will be blocked by the entity for 25, 30, and 35 seconds. Mori. Stab survivor with the spike parasite through the stomach while the survivor is down. Spike parasite enters their body, then impales them through the sternum, then the throat, then the face. Spike parasite lifts up survivor by the face. The parasite glances at the survivor. Spike parasite tosses survivor to the opposite side where it's positioned.